Okay, top five. Five, count them. Top five MMA fighters of all time, pound for pound, sorry. Number five, for anybody who watched Pride back in the day, Wanderlei Silva. This guy was an animal. I mean, he used to just run through people like it was going out of style. Beat Rampage. Just annihilated the guy twice in fights that people really thought Rampage was probably going to win. Countless people. Beat Sakuraba, 3 times? Nobody's beat Sakuraba 3 times. The guy was an animal. Just look up his highlights from Pride. You'll see. This guy was number 5 all time, pound for pound. My opinion. It's my opinion, but I mean, it is my opinion, but it's what I think. So, in reality, it's not just an opinion, I guess. I don't know. Number 4, Johnny Bones Jones. I don't like John Jones, but I give the credit where it's fucking due. I mean, the guys beat Rampage, Glover, Machida. Just, who else has he beat lately? Rashad, beat Gustafson. I mean, people think Gustafson won, but whatever. Just recently beat DC. Highly contested fight, but he's still number 4 all time. He's beat enough people in a row now. He's beat Stephen Bonner. He beat a bunch of guys when he was young, too. So we'll call him number 4. Number 3, I don't care what you people say, Anderson Silva. He's nowhere in the top 2. I put John Jones ahead of him after a couple more wins, to tell you the God's honest. But Anderson is number 3. He did beat enough people. He beat Vitor, Chael, all these guys, Rich Franklin, Dan Henderson. But most of these guys were over the top or were really highly overrated. I thought a lot of them were anyway. Rich Franklin, highly overrated. I don't know. Dan Henderson was highly overrated at the time. He got a little bit better after. Chael was highly overrated and still put a beating on him for 5 rounds. But, I mean, can't take away the guy did do some crazy things. Beat some good people, Forrest, Bonner. I mean, I don't know. These guys aren't really the best, the cream of the crop, but they're good. Number 2, Deuce. Fedor. We're going to have to say Fedor just because he has beat enough people. I mean, at the time he was the best heavyweight in the world. He was beating Nogueira, Krokop, everybody you could think of. Orlovsky, Tim Sylvia. But he did eventually get beat up by a bunch of people. Verdum, Dan Henderson, Bigfoot. So that kind of hurts his reputation, but he's still number 2. And that's decent. Number 1, GSP. Why GSP? People are probably saying, oh my god, GSP, what a fucking bomb, he's such a boring fighter. You can say he's boring all you want, but the fact of the matter is, he beats the best competition out of all these 5 guys. He's beat the best competition. He's the only guy out of all 5 guys that's beat every single competitor that he fought. Every single guy that he's ever fought. Even the 2 guys he lost to, Matt Hughes and Matt Serra, he came back and destroyed them in rematches. So, to say that Anderson's ahead of him, that doesn't make any sense because he lost twice to Weidman. To say Fedor's ahead of him doesn't make any sense because he got his ass beat by Dan Henderson, who was older than him at the time, who was supposed to be over the hill. He got knocked out by the guy. Got his ass beat by Bigfoot, who's absolutely fucking horrible. John Jones is nowhere near that level yet. George beats top guys in their prime. He beat Alves in his prime, beat Koscheck in his prime, beat Matt Hughes in his prime twice, beat BJ when he was absolutely in his prime. Destroyed him, finished him, didn't come out for the 5th bell. Or for the 5th round. Beat Johnny Hendricks, no matter what you say, he beat Johnny Hendricks. He beat Carlos Condit at the top of his game. Beat Nick Diaz at the top of his game. These are animals. These are killers. These guys are destroyers. Like, they kill people. And he beat all of them easily. None of these guys even won a round from him. Like Johnny Hendricks, yeah, maybe. He won the 2 rounds there, but most of them were shutouts. John Fitch, look at the beating he gave that guy when he was in his prime. So yeah, anyway, George is the best. It goes George, Fedor, Anderson, John Jones, and then Wanderlei. That's the top 5 all time. All time. Pound for pound. Peace out, homies.